I would like to take this opportunity to tell you about how the town board has worked to keep the town budget as low as possible and has continued since the vote on the final budget to reduce our expenditures. On December 20th, the town board approved our final 2009 budget with a tax increase of 4.5%. Due to the shrinkage of the assessment roll between commencement of the budget preparation in September and calculation of the tax rates in March caused by ongoing settlements of tax certiorari proceedings, the actual increase is 4.62%. The notation on the tax bill, percentage change from last year of 5.1%, represents the percent change in the tax levy, which is the amount required to be collected from taxes. This amount for 2009 is $16,533,036 and increased 5.1% from 2008 due to reductions in revenue sources, i.e. mortgage tax, interest rates, permit fees, as well as the shrinkage of the assessment roll caused by tax certiorari settlements. For the average homeowner with a house valued at approximately $1,200,000, that will be an increase of $146.36. Even though we have reduced staff to 2002 levels, actually below 2002 levels, and reduced our expenses by $294,000 below 2008 expenses, increased costs for services and supplies and substantial reductions in our revenues necessitated this modest but unwelcome tax increase. We lost over $600,000 in projected revenue in 2008, and our 2009 revenues are projected to be over $1 million lower than in 2008. In addition to property taxes, our main sources of revenue are mortgage recording tax receipts, sales tax receipts, interest on investments, and permit fees. Although sales tax receipts for 2008 came in over budget, they were almost $13,000 lower than in 2007. We saw severe drops in mortgage recording tax receipts, interest on investments, and permit fees, and these revenue sources are projected to continue that way in 2009. I would like to tell you how we reduced expenses. Starting in May of 2008, because mortgage tax receipts were falling dramatically, we initiated a hiring freeze, reduced all department budgets by 10%, eliminated seminars and conferences except for required courses for certification and promotion, eliminated a total of 3 positions, 4 half-time and 1 full-time, and these were in addition to the elimination of a half-time clerical position in my office earlier in 2008. These cost-saving measures resulted in the savings of over $300,000 and partially compensated for the 2008 projected revenue decline. In preparing for the final budget for 2009, we secured further reductions from each of our departments totaling $572,770. The town board kept its salaries at 2008 levels. We eliminated 4.5 more positions and reduced hours for some staff. The 8 positions that have been eliminated affect almost all town departments. In the building, planning, recreation, assessor, town clerk, and finance offices, we eliminated half-time positions, reduced 2 full-time positions to half-time, and reduced hours for several positions in one department. Additionally, we eliminated 1 position in the highway department and 1 in the police department. The savings from staff reductions is $309,000. Since the beginning of 2009, we have had 3 additional people leave, 2 in the highway department and 1 in the police department. We are not planning on filling those positions at this time, and the savings from not filling those positions will go into 2 places. 1, to increase our contingency line because with fewer police, overtime will certainly increase, and 2, to reduce our mortgage recording tax projections by $100,000. Arguably, we could have used these savings to reduce taxes, but we felt that realistic planning for anticipated cost increases and revenue losses was the most responsible way to handle these savings. To make up for the loss in the highway and other departments, we are sharing staff in a way that we have never shared before. Two examples are that under the organization of Rich Fahn, our newly appointed Superintendent of Public Works, several employees in the Recreation and Parks Department assisted the Highway Department in snow removal during the many storms we had this winter. They were responsible for snow removal in Windmill Farms. A second example is that staff members from the Tax Receiver's Office are working in the Recreation and Parks, Planning, and Town Clerk's departments several days a week during the months when the Tax Receiver's Department is less busy. The plan here is for departments to assist other departments when their load is light and the other departments have busy times. It is working and it is efficient. It is important to remember that the town tax represents approximately 15.5% of your total tax bill. The county tax is 16.7%, and the remaining 67.8% is the school tax. We are well aware that due to economic conditions beyond our control, our projected revenues in mortgage recording tax, sales tax, and interest may come in even lower than projected. We are keeping close tabs on these revenues, and we are prepared to plan for a shortfall in a careful way. To that end, the Town Board is committed to evaluating benefits, vehicles that are taken home, future reductions in staff, and other ideas for cost reductions with the unions. Though it was suggested that we reduce salaries and benefits across the board, we cannot do that quickly. Current signed contracts with two unions protect their wages and benefits, and it will take time to work them through. We also have two unions with whom we are negotiating, and these negotiations will reflect the difficult times we are in. We are well aware that our residents, like people all over the world, are under unusual financial stress. So is the town, and we feel we produced the best budget we could given the circumstances. Thank you.